Η μεταπολεμική περίοδος της παγκόσμιας καπιταλιστικής οικονομίας μπορεί να χωριστεί στα δύο, κατά τη γνώμη μου. Είναι τα πρώτα 25 χρόνια περίπου της λεγόμενης χρυσής εποχής, μετά τον Δεύτερο Παγκόσμιο Πόλεμο, όπου οι ρυθμοί ανάπτυξης ήταν υψηλοί, τα πραγματικά εισοδήματα ανέβαιναν, η κατανάλωση ανέβαινε, δημιουργήθηκαν αυτές οι συνθήκες που δεν είχαν ξαναφανεί ποτέ στην ιστορία του καπιταλισμού.
Joe's the king because he can buy more with his wages than any other worker on the globe.
There's no such thing as a crisis-free capitalism. So there's going to be a crisis somewhere.
Αυτή η περίοδος έφτασε στο τέλος της στα μέσα της δεκαετίας του 1970. Από εκεί και πέρα μπήκαμε σε μια άλλη περίοδο χαμηλής ανάπτυξης, συχνών κρίσεων, χαμηλής ανόδου του εργατικού εισοδήματος, αν ανέβαινε αυτό, συχνά υψηλής ανεργίας, μιας γενικότερης δυστοκίας, δηλαδή των όριμων καπιταλιστικών χωρών όσον αφορά τη διαδικασία της ισόρρευσης.
That crisis was really focused on the power of labor, which was very strong at that time in the core capitalist regions in Europe and North America. And the result of that was there were a lot of pressures on wages. Labor was well organized. They had a lot of political power in the state, you know, in elections, and it was just simply a big problem for capital. So they had to discipline labor, and they did it a number of ways. They did it mainly by opening up national economies to global competition, gaining access to the world's labor resources, eventually, of course, as China came into the picture.
In the automatic permafreeze, so see your dealer right away, get a permafreeze today.
Χαρακτηριστικό της περίοδου αυτής είναι η γιγάντωση του χρηματοπιστωτικού συστήματος, την οποία εγώ και άλλοι θα ονομάζαμε χρηματιστικοποίηση. Η χρηματιστικοποίηση έφερε και επέτεινε τις κρίσεις.
Capital could go pretty much where it wanted with plenty of access to low-wage labor. But then the problem arose that the share of wages in national income was going down everywhere. And of course wages is a big part of the market. And then there came the problem of how do you sell your goods when the purchasing power is not there. And the answer was give everybody credit. So we got the invention of the credit economy, which really picks up strongly in the 1980s and 1990s to cover the gap between what labor was actually getting and what it could purchase. And that's where many people started to see by the end of the 1990s, 2000, that this was the unsustainable bit. But so it was the way we got out of the crisis of the 1970s that prepared the ground for this kind of crisis.